Attack flash comes in, C9 now executes into the A site. Big paranoia, trying to flash out, but it's still Leaf with the first blood in the round. All ready to flood retake. Some support from behind. The toxic screen supporting Tacolilla for a little bit more. But just like that, all of Leviatán falls. Only one more left standing. It's kiNgg on a rotate on the top of heaven against a full roster of Cloud9. Not yet spotted. As it peeks out towards the window. Positioning from Xeppaa, still watching towards B main, so they have no clue of where this player is standing until he jumps out.
A lot more room to work with on Haven, so we should see Leviatán being able to back up and retake as Cloud9 is now in C.
Paranoia, but it was avoided now in the back of the site by kiNgg, who still manages to get that hold onto Leaf. Inside the smoke, Shy's not afraid of these kills. That's despite that falls. Xeppaa looking to avenge his teammates. The smoke dissipates. 1v1, Shyy gets the third. Jump spot. Nozwerr's gonna see two right there. Leaf trying to get the pick. The dash forward. Shyy helping on the left side of graffiti. It's a three-player stack for Leviatán in the A site. Cascade also comes through, and all the visions being blocked, not allowing C9 to really get into the site until runi gets a pick up onto Nozwerr. Finally, as everything calms down, up for the surprise, Mazino gets the kill onto Leaf. More delays. Well done here for Leviatán.
So good.
Now the wall bang. Whoa. Yeah, Shyy gets pinged out, but he's not going to get too much damage being done here by C9. Mazino not afraid of just running around his default boxes. Yes, a 2v2, but this will be a plant for C9. runi cannot play the Hunter's Fury, so it's a crossfire setup. Zellsis decides to take the angle himself to win that fight against kiNgg. Tacolilla, very difficult to do on a retake with the operator, denied right away to break the lockdown, allowing Leviatán to come back in, and C9 to play passively outside of the radius of that lockdown. Seeker's now coming out too. Leaf pulled back in sewers. runi is still spamming across, and the Phantoms are still really good. First one to fall is on the side of Leviatán. We haven't tapped onto the spike yet, and finally we get it done. Xeppaa on a 1v1, but it's all C9 once again on the post plant. Nozwerr left, no time left, and he's gonna have to fall back, but Jake's just waiting there in the spawn. He's just pinned. So Nozwerr will fall, at least get a kill before.
Just trying to mess with Leviatán and rinse and repeat, over to C.
kiNgg inside of the poison orb. Oh, just a one tap. Leaf is back. Shyy with 2 kills, but Leaf clears the back of the site and the front of the site.
There's that flank.
Yeah, and that's a spike. That's actually really good here for Tacolilla to readjust. Gets the headshot midair onto Leaf. And Jake looking for the clutch. Pin now from Garage, hurt the footsteps on the first. Head to head against Tacolilla. The cape is out. The tink comes out. And Jake is low on HP, will not be able to clutch. And finally,
can they get it in the 8-4 first half here after it would be weathering a storm. Cloud9 do not stop at C.
Leaf's already in. Dashes in the back of the site. kiNgg's low on HP, reckoning out on the defender side. As they're pushing through, trying to fight back, but nano swarms, vandals, everything's working in favor of C9. No, they cannot hold it. No. Which answers that question you were asking, Riv. 2 players alive now for Leviatán. The plant comes in once again safely in a default spot. Because Xeppaa's so far from that turret. Was hoping or expecting maybe a flank coming through. A flash now spotting 1 player. And that's Nozwerr looking to do the solo play. First kill onto Jake. It's himself and Tacolilla, make that only Tacolilla, activating the dash. It's gonna be a tough feat. All he's able to do so far is do some damage. Maybe stat pad? Being fault line now, and I think this is pretty much it, Riv.
Yeah. Leviatán have not been able to secure a retake this entire first half here.
So they can bring this game back in. It's starting quick, actually. Xeppaa's already around the corner. It's a 1-for-1. So Taco did his job for the 1, but a big paranoia comes out. And it's C9 that continues to play the defense like they were on the attack on the previous half, chasing down kiNgg on a 2v2. And that's finally going to calm things down.
I love that. I was going to say the same thing. Is this still their defense?
Enemy remaining.
Or attack?
You know exactly where kiNgg's at, too. Nice job from both players. A new Leviatán in round number 16. Leveheart looking for a quick push and a C-side split. Gets denied right away by Jake on the top of the platform. Seeker's coming out on the attack. A support crossfire with Xeppaa. As finally C9 continues to hold the wall bang. Fully hit by the Seekers by Zellsis.
Right now, it's all on Lev.
It's all on Leaf right here. The first headshot onto Shyy activates dash, but gets punished right away. kiNgg trades it out. Now Leviatán decides to push in the C site, or in the A site rather. High tide to cover the back.
30 seconds
It's gonna be a
left.
default plant. You hear Jake with the flank. Looking at the angle, kiNgg was looking to chase him down. Big paranoia, allowing Xeppaa to push through.
Last
But
player
dropped by
standing.
Tacolilla. You wanted him to step up.
Jake?
Dashes away. But Nozwerr is there, right through the cove, and Leviatán stays alive. There's a possibility of a combination from a lockdown and Hunter's Fury on the aim plant.
30 seconds left.
And thankfully from the execution, it pulls out both of those ults that were just mentioned right away. So it actually allows Leviatán to move into A. Meanwhile, though, Tacolilla does get the pick off onto Xeppaa. Still fight inside B as Zellsis answers back onto Mazino. An early rolling thunder to retake right back. Tacolilla cutting the rotation. That's still Leviatán in the lead for this round. runi already running through, does get the headshot onto kiNgg. It's him and Zellsis. Zellsis, who said he wanted to step up on this game. Trying to support runi. They hear the footsteps. The crossfire is still really good for Leviatán.
Focusing that right side, or who's focusing where the Odin's going to be after if they walk right into it.
He's spamming through, allowing Jake to get on the top of the boxes.
The spray.
Gets the wall bang, and a second one. That spike the fall. Leaf pushed up from the sewers. Instantly, there's only one player left now for Leviatán. It's Shyy. Trying to clutch it out. Will not happen. runi finally helps C9 seal the deal on the first map. 13-8 on the scoreline.
We'll see how they set up some traps. Ooh, Leaf wants action right away.
And they wanted the action right away for Leviatán.
Oh my gosh.
3 players already pushed out towards the C site, moving around the map every single time, trying to figure out there's a stack somewhere from this bonus round from Leviatán, and they never found it. A big paranoia from Mazino to get the first blood in the round. Leaf trying to turn around the corner in the back of the A site. Support coming out from drop. That's already Tacolilla with the Sheriff. The headshot onto Leaf. The backstab, the spike goes down for Cloud9. And on the post plant, Leviatán's looking for the flood back from the heavens. Snake bite to push one back. But the rest of Lev are looking for the right timing. Bodies are still holding tight inside the A site for C9. And finally we stop the bleeding. The advantage with the weapons that you have for Cloud9 turns the favor back for them as Shyy's alone on this 3 versus 1. Even reloading, even spotted by runi, connects onto that first shot. But the high-low now support in the crossfire. The first contact being Xeppaa. You know damn right. He's not going to be able to defuse at this point, especially after that kill.
Here on the right, messing with things.
There's that pit, but C9's already just on the edges. There might be a timing here.
Oh my God.
Zellsis made it across the shorty, but then out with the Phantom. No punishment coming out. And that allows Leviatán to hold the C site, forcing now C9 to push into B.
30 seconds left.
Oof. Making it through super low. So they're getting hit from both sides here. They have to be careful, but a good watch from Xeppaa could clear this.
runi has his own pit, covering out towards the waterfall connector and spawn. Xeppaa playing the off angle in front of that baby door and gets denied by Shyy. Lockdown, this is going to be huge. But we want to fight back for Cloud9. It works out for a trade-off. And Shyy has to win this fight. Shorty comes out of the lead. Jumping across, playing the time as we have a fight inside the pit very soon. That 1v1 is won by Shyy. And a back and forth comes in for Leviatán inside the pit. The C site for Cloud9. Shyy looking to activate off the turret contact. First headshot there onto lead with the shutdown. Oh my gosh, swing from kiNgg for a triple kill.
C.
Dropped his crown there.
That's Zellsis alone now.
Placing swarm grenade.
The opportunity to get spotted and then go for the protocols and swarm into Zellsis. Barely any time left. Yeah, let's just look at the spray on the A site. So it might allow for them to lurk back up. And as they come in, there you go, the contact play to pick off these 2 kills onto Nozwerr and Mazino. And Cloud9 are trying to get the planet to A. Showstopper coming out, denied right away by Leaf. Player advantage back for Cloud9. Zellsis cutting the rotations. That is going to be spotting both players. Shyy in a tough spot. Poison Orb now coming down. He's now committed to have to go for this because he knows Zellsis is not too far behind. runi playing the off angle, tight, tucked in. A lot of that time is now wasted, but thankfully we don't have any Leviatán special fighting through, but a little too late. 3 coming into the side, dying, committed. And despite all of that, I don't think they even had time for the defuse.
Time Cloud9 does that.
This is good. kiNgg already identified. He knew that they were going to try to push forward. He already pinged it across when the smoke, before even the smoke came out. Now forcing C9 to commit into B. A pit out from runi, as we mentioned before. 2 versus 2 as the plant comes down at the default spot. Xeppaa jumping on the top of the platform, head-to-head against Nozwerr.
Enemy remaining.
And killed by a snake bite. Tacolilla on a 1v1, the flick out! And Leviatan are able to come in to save and tie.
And hoping they'll be able to swarm a site. They know runi won't be there. Big first kill.
It's good information from Cloud9, getting the Trailblazer out, knowing that that pick on the C site will not rotate Leviatán in that area, but nonetheless, they still lose 2 players on the hold. Low HP onto Xeppaa. Paranoia coming out. Xeppaa hiding behind this tree. Gets cleared out.
30 seconds left.
But he still gets 1 for his troubles. Spike now down, delaying the time, allowing the flank to happen. Nozwerr knows this, turns around, gets the headshot with the classic.
Spike planted.
Zellsis on a 4 versus 1. Poison Orb now coming down. It's going to be another very tough situation this time in the... all in the hands of Zellsis. He's trying to get a perfect timing here, but the flash is going to give his position away. Closing in right now. No room to breathe for Zellsis, and he gets sniped! A late lurk coming out, as you mentioned here from Shyy, but the toxic screen blocks long enough to allow Jake to try to punish some players, but he gets punished himself, allowing 2 openers to happen for Nozwerr. Fighting back is going to be Xeppaa. Trying to deny the plant is going to be runi, but the plant will still come down.
Spike planted.
Zellsis on the top, the backstab on the Tacolilla. An angle not being watched. And the lower buy from Leviatán actually comes back in their favor.
Out, blast pack in. Usually if you have something, that was a quick push. Slow movement now for kiNgg to come in. So Cloud9 do go a bit aggressive. We wonder if that attack would come through, and Seekers do finally come out. C9 just trying to avoid it all towards A.
From a free orb picked up on C site to allow these Seekers to come out from Leviatán on the attack. All of the utilities were going to be denied too. But Leaf on a rotation. Catches kiNgg on a late lurk.
Satchel out.
2-player advantage now for Cloud9. They're winning to just close in. 1-way smokes being thrown. That's actually quite nice by Mazino. Big paranoia out by Jake this time around. A fight. Jake looking to fight on the top, behind the spawn. Closing in our C9 from 2 angles, but that 1-way smoke was strong for a bit until finally Xeppaa and Zellsis runs through to support. Beginning of the round, Tacolilla already used both of his satchels in A. So that first snake bite being thrown by runi will allow for the rotate to happen, so they can come in quicker for the retake play, but it's a last-minute shift, a last-minute pivot back towards the B site. And Zellsis comes into contact with Shyy, who gets the opener at the flank, coming out from Leaf right after. But there's only 10 seconds left on the round. We have to commit for a plant, and it's still Leviatán that's able to hold the B site.
Yes.
To push C9 away. I think they spotted both players. So it has to be the players up towards A heaven from C9, or C heaven rather from C9, to try to retake here. Relay bolts out. A double pinch out for Cloud9.
Is there enough in sight?
There's just not enough time. They have to act quickly, and it's Leviatán instead. Once again, putting their foot on the ground. Leaving runi alone, chased down by Tacolilla. With this bulldog.
The timing.
Very well done. Counting 1-2 when the poison orb comes up.
Yep.
Gets that pick off onto kiNgg. But Shyy does have a lockdown to work with. Not with the team so far, though. Xeppaa is looking for potentially late information with the Seekers.
30 seconds left.
Now the Seekers will come out as soon as the boom block came across. And finally, there's that utility found. Placed by Zellsis inside B. Seekers to try to gain position back towards the A-link. Big paranoia to blind the players. The plant comes down for Leviatán, and it's Xeppaa starting things off for Cloud9 to get 2 kills. A trade-off here from Leaf, and Jake closing in onto Shyy at B main. It's in the second half. Looking for a last-minute hit. The satchel's out from Tacolilla. The pain shells too, not to allow Leaf to move forward. The plant is now safe.
Spike planted.
So not only is Tacolilla with that responsibility of getting entries, he is also the one moving around to get safe plants. Showstopper available from that plant and stops. Xeppaa right at the waterfall, a trade-off. Disadvantage though still for Leviatán.
Enemy remaining.
As a fight
2v1.
came down towards the mound. Up to Lee, stopped by Nozwerr. And
Attackers
Leviatán
win.
are able to push this into a third map.
Ascent going to be the decider between Cloud9 and Leviatán, who gets eliminated and who moves on in playoffs. There's not too much more initiator utility here to use after that, so Cloud9 on the walk-up.
Looking for the re-hit, and it's a jump spot by kiNgg.
They're everywhere in sight.
It'll get both players ready here for a high-low for Leviatán. There comes that swing, the first contact, but it's still Jake opening things up. The save plan now for Generator, but there's already support coming out from Leviatán. Big paranoia to delay the time, allowing C9 to set up on the post plan. Flash for a swing out, Jake trying to get these picks. But another knife comes through as it's only gonna spot Leaf.
They can be patient.
Looking for that kill, and they'll get it with the frenzy. 3 players now
30
alive for
seconds
Leviatán
left.
on the top of heaven. Turret is gonna spot everything. Shock darts coming in from the heavens. Nanoswarm flooding C9 back out towards the A site. But things are looking good now for Cloud9 to get this pistol round. One-way smoke even set up.
Wow. Delay for days.
Yeah, it's even C9 pushing forward. Toxic screen about to come down. Both of them now spotted. There's still some time to work with into the final moments. Leviatán's final push back on the retake for the pistol. Doubling up, Zellsis hears that drop into the garden. And now you know, this spike's gonna come out in favor now of C9 rather, as Leviatán get a couple of kills.
One enemy remaining.
And that's an interesting way to play a pistol round for Leviatán.
There's immense on market.
It's not being checked. Nobody's watching it so far, but it's a jump peek first. Will the trade-off happen? It will. That's 2 rifles now picked up. Shock darts now into the market. Extremities here from Leviatán. Paranoid doesn't hit anybody yet. Time for Mazino and kiNgg to get the crossfires up. There's the Guardian for the first 2 kills. Make that even a third! And gets the dink through the wall here as Mazino.
Looks like they're going pretty quick here.
Yep, just an explosion towards the main A side. Big paranoia that's gonna blind Mazino, who TPs towards the back. At hell, Leaf knows this. He gets hit by the paranoia himself. TP comes back out towards the Generator. Wow. But finally gets stopped there by Xeppaa. Meanwhile, though, kiNgg has also fallen, so we do have a 2-player advantage for Cloud9. Shyy was still hiding behind the boxes to get 2 kills of his own. Plant will still come down. Owl drone to try to get some information. Big turret now picked off. Nice little flash to allow Jake to push up here, courtesy of Xeppaa. Nozwerr still has the Owl drone if he wants to use it here once he gets smoked out. Here's a drop. Oh, Shyy still gets the spray through the smoke with the headshot onto Zellsis close range here as Jake's trying to battle it up. Both players are still alive, and a sticker then answers back. Pit now up for Cloud9, drop down in the B site. Plant now comes in. Lockdown available for Shyy, so he'll place it at the switch. That will have to force the C9 players outside of the pit. And all Leviatán needs to do is to hold this, but they're not holding it so far. 2 of them now finally comes back for Leviatán. Runi stuck inside the pit, dropped by Mazino with the judge. Towards the A side, but there's still that mid-rotate. Now the players are back in favor for Leviatán. Big denial from a paranoia being thrown by Mazino. kiNgg getting to pick up off the lead. A fight here come out towards the Generator, and it's still C9 that answers forward. 1 more to go. Tacolilla with the operator on a 2 versus 1. kiNgg getting all of this information so far. A flash misses, allowing Tacolilla to move forward. Now with the turret, his position's given away. Vandal now picked up. Plant coming down. Tacolilla getting an action up to Xeppaa. 1 versus 1. Up to Zellsis. Peeks back out. As Tacolilla's not looking for the drop, hit the wide swing from Zellsis to win the round for Cloud9.
And both have activated, both have run it. You gotta love this.
Try with the off angle. Zellsis gets the pick. A TP towards the back of the side. Hunter's Fury. Nice shot here by Nozwerr. Does get a second round to Jake, who dances around, manages to stay alive. A push out towards Spawn from Xeppaa, who does get the pick. kiNgg's by himself in the back of Spawn. He does get 2 kills. He's looking for the third, and he's gonna get it.
Spike down.
Answered back by Runi. A flanker cross, and he makes it a 1 versus 1.
Up to Taco again.
Snake butt on the ground. Tacolilla gets the pick.
but there's going to be alert from Shyy.
We're gonna get some ping.
Oh, yeah.
Shyy gets denied. The rest of Leviatán were looking for a contact play into the A site. Now kiNgg's trying to take the matter into his own hands. 10 HP with the Ghost, making a lot of noise, trying to get the pinch back. Onto Zellsis, Tacolilla on the top of heaven. There's a right-click classic. But Leviatán are still fighting back, a 2 versus 2. Low HP are Leviatán, but they're still standing strong. Oh no, fight behind from the Xeppaa!
Leviatán are going to have to hit shots and trade this just about perfectly.
The dash, close range, Stinger trying to punish runi, who falls back. Manages to escape. 0 points, spotting some players across, but Leaf is the one that gets the first blood. Xeppaa in the back of the site by the generator. Stopped by kiNgg. Still more players inside the A site for Cloud9. A reloaded coming back from Leaf. As he gets answered back by Shyy versus 1.
Oh my
At
God.
1 HP.
Seems like they're snuffed on trying to get these close sight takes. Stalled here to see if they can get a reaction. Okay.
Still gets him, man. This guy with the sheriff. Oh boy. And for Cloud9, they're treating this round like a bonus round, which is why you see the lower buy. So to make this expensive against Leviatán, and already dropping 3 players in the process of Leviatán's attempt to hit the A site. He's about to cross over here, ADSing on 3 players, and that's spiked down.
Oh my gosh.
30 seconds left.
Shyy solo. There's that first.
All that utility now moved over to A for Zellsis, a triple push in garage.
Gets traded off here. Tacolilla trying to do whatever he can. But we've seen this story before, Leviatán against Loud, where the shark attack came through and a spike falls. But we're still holding strong for these last 2 kills. Zellsis steps up, and C9 finally tamed the Sea Serpent and ends Leviatán's hope to Tokyo.